A lot of people don't know much about the countries in the Persian Gulf, but one of them is the island nation of Bahrain, an independent country with a rich history that dates back thousands of years. So today we're going to talk about the history of Bahrain. The Kingdom of Dilmun was a maritime trading empire that thrived on the Persian Gulf, controlling important trade routes between Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. The capital of Dilmun was located at the modern-day village of Ayat, where archaeological excavations have uncovered the remains of a massive temple complex dating back to around 2300 BC. They were followed by the British in the late 17th century. In 1820, Bahrain became a British protectorate. Tensions between Britain and Iran over Bahrain escalated in 1957 when Iran nationalized its oil industry and demanded that Bahrain's oil fields be included in the agreement. This led to the formation of a nationalist movement in Bahrain, led by people like Qasim al-Wali, who demanded independence from both Britain and Iran. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next time. However, this did not lead anywhere, and the Bahranis were still under British rule when the Islamic Revolution of Iran occurred in 1979. The revolution, led by Ayatollah Ruhollah, resulted in the overthrow of the Pahlavi dynasty and the establishment of an Islamic republic. The new Iranian government's claim on Bahrain caused further instability in the region, but Bahrain gained full independence from the British rule on August 10, 1971. Shortly after gaining independence, Bahrain faced a number of challenges, including internal political tensions, disputes with Iran over territorial rights and economic uncertainty. However, the country was able to overcome these challenges and has since become a prosperous and stable nation. And during World War I, British forces occupied the island to prevent it from falling into Ottoman hands. Today, Bahrain is a constitutional monarchy, with a parliament elected by universal suffrage. The country has a strong service sector and is home to several regional financial institutions. It has also made significant progress in areas such as education and healthcare, which contributes to the overall stability and prosperity of the nation. After the war, Bahrain was returned to the Ottoman Empire, but they didn't really have control over Bahrain. The local ruler was effectively independent and was given the title of Sheikh by the British. The Ottomans didn't want to risk angering the fiercely independent Bahrainis, so they kept their distance. This arrangement continued until the dissolution of the Ottoman Empire after World War I. The exact origins of the Dilmun civilization are still debated among historians, but it is believed to have been influenced by the ancient Mesopotamian cultures, possibly through contact with Sumer and Akkad. The language of Dilmun is believed to have been a Dravidian language, which is now spoken in India. The Delmunite civilization reached its peak during the 2nd millennium BC, but began to decline after the rise of the Assyrian Empire. Before we get into the history of Bahrain, now is a good time than ever to mention that. Now let's get into the history of Bahrain. The earliest evidence of human habitation in Bahrain dates back to the 3rd millennium BC, when the island was inhabited by the Dilmun civilization. In the 6th century BC, Bahrain came under the rule of the Achaemenid Empire, which was founded by Cyrus the Great. The Achaemenids were a Persian dynasty that at one point controlled the largest empire in history, stretching from Central Asia to the Middle East and North Africa. During their rule, Bahrain became a part of the province of Farsba. After the collapse of the Achaemenid Empire, Bahrain came under the control of the Sasanian Empire, another Persian dynasty. The Sasanian period saw the construction of several Zoroastrian fire temples in Bahrain, indicating the spread of a religion founded by the prophet Zoroaster, also known as Zarathustra. In the 4th century AD, the Portuguese became the first Europeans to arrive in Bahrain. After the First World War, Britain decided to keep Bahrain as a protectorate, despite protests from Iran, which claimed sovereignty over the island. In 1973, Bahrain discovered vast oil reserves which transformed the country's economy and allowed for major infrastructure projects such as the construction of roads, schools, and hospitals. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video about the history of the country of Bahrain.